Unlearning isn't forgetting, it's releasing. You're not erasing the knowledge you've gained over the years. You're releasing what no longer aligns with who you are and who you become and the person that's becoming. You have to let go in order to grow. Growth isn't just about adding certain things, it's also about subtracting what no longer aligns and what's been silencing you and that has silently shaped you into the person you are. So it's okay to let go. And I know that's hard for some people because the way you were taught, the way you grew up, the beliefs, your upbringing shaped that person. And you're afraid to let go because you don't want to lose a part of yourself, even if and even though some of it is wrong, some of the teachings and things that you've learned growing up are flawed. Like, you have to get to a point to acknowledge that, hey, you know what? Who I want to become no longer aligns with that belief that I had growing up or the way that I was taught. And that's okay. You have to understand and know that it's okay to let go. It's okay to release. The belief you didn't choose still shape you. Point blank, period. The beliefs you didn't choose still shape you. Many of your truths were inherited because, again, grandma, grandpa, mama, daddy, the environment, the community, all of that was like passed down. It wasn't chosen by you. It was passed down through trauma, through culture, and sometimes even out of survival. The church you went to, the school, the elementary, middle, and high school you went to, the closed off community that you lived in. Like, unlearning all of that means simply questioning the root of everything that you once believed and not just what you see. You have to question a lot to get the answers that you truly are looking for and searching for. You don't have to take everything at face value. Sometimes that's all we know is that this is what was told to me and I believe it. No further research is done or anything like that. We take it at face value and we run with it. And that's not a place for somebody who wants to learn and who wants to grow should be. You shouldn't be in a place of not wanting to question things or being too scared to question things because you don't want to offend somebody. You don't want to get on the family's bad side or the church's bad side. So you choose comfort. And you got to understand that comfort can be a cage that you have the power to get out of, but choose to stay in because you're too obsessed with the familiar. Familiar doesn't always mean right. And that's something that I've seen a lot of people over the years, especially within this past year, struggle with their family members because they are on the side of people should be treated well, people should have access to clean water, food, things like that, and be treated like a human being. And the family members are stuck in their ways and, they are who they are. They don't believe the same thing. Like, familiar doesn't always mean right. It often just means that it's rehearsed behavior. And it's hindering your growth. And you have to choose who you want to be, not for your family members, not for your community that you grew up in, not for your friend group. You have to choose who you want to be for you. You're either going to be a decent human being or you just going to be one of those people who don't care about nothing else and nobody else but themselves. Like, unlearning, it literally asks you, when you're unlearning, it's like literally asking yourself to sit in discomfort for a while. It's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel good when everything that you once believed to be true and to be solid isn't. Like, when you sit in discomfort long enough, you'll start to realize that it's necessary, even though it's uncomfortable. And you have to sit in it long enough. You have to sit in that discomfort long enough so you can grow beyond it. You can't stay there. And if you choose to stay, then stop watching this video. But if you are choosing growth, you have to sit in discomfort. Like, identity isn't fixed. It's more like fluid. So who you were isn't necessarily who you have to stay. You again have the power to choose who you become, the type of person that you want to be remembered as the person that you want people to have an impression of. You can either choose to be a horrible individual and live with that. And sure, there are going to be some people who are going to like that because they too believe in the worst of the worst, or you can choose to be a good person. It's just that simple. You can choose to be a good person that learns or relearns that the person next to you, because they choose to vote different or the color of their skin is different than yours, is not the enemy. Or when you gain new knowledge about a subject or a situation that you were once ignorant to, and instead of continuing to be ignorant about said situation or issue, you change your mind and you evolve. Unlearning gives you permission to evolve without apologies. Now, granted, in some situations you need to apologize. Some situations you got to apologize to people and be like, hey, look, I'm sorry. I was ignorant to X, Y, and Z. I've educated myself. I've done some research. I've talked to other people. And here's my new perspective. And you move on from it. People don't have to accept that, but you are responsible for continuing to be a human being, a decent person. Kindness is free. It costs absolutely nothing to be a decent person. When you unlearn bad ways of thinking and things like that, it is okay to have a new perspective. You are allowed to grow. You have to have discipline over default, though. Like, going back to your old ways and default thinking is easy. And sometimes you'll be tempted to, because again, it's hard unlearning and relearning certain things, especially when it's not welcoming to certain people. It's not going, again, you have to sit in that discomfort. Like, intentional thinking is earned. Like, nobody owes you nothing. At the end of the day, whether you choose to stay ignorant or you choose to learn, nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you open arms and embrace, because again, you're doing it for you. So you got to keep that in mind. Like, you have to also let go of woulda, coulda, shouldas. And I've talked about this before. Like, it really just means replacing obligation with alignment. Who do you align with? Do you align with, you know, the evil of this world? And if so, please, by all means, stand on that. Or do you align with the decency and humanity of this world? Like, because when you have that shoulda, coulda, woulda mentality, oftentimes that's someone else's voice in your head. You got to be willing to think for yourself, to have an opinion without someone else telling you to have said opinion. Like, you have to align yourself with the good of the world if you want to become a good person. You can't always see the bad in everything, because that's what was told to you. That you were told that. You were told that somebody that's darker complected than you are, excuse me, is the enemy. That's a lie. You were told that a certain group of people were misusing SNAP benefits and government assistance because of the color of their skin, that's a lie. Even when it comes to something as simply having a conversation with loved ones and family about certain topics, and they're right, you're wrong, and they go to correct you, it's not your place to get offended. It's okay to go and do the research and get more information and say, hey, I was wrong. And two, keep in mind that it's also okay to not comment and make statements or give your opinion on certain conversations and certain topics when they come up, whether that be in real life, face to face with people, or on social media, until you have enough information to back up how you feel in your statements. Because a lot of times people speak too quickly. Don't be that person that hurry ups and just try to pull out something or say something because you feel pressure, or you want to get a quick viral video, or you just want to join a conversation. If you don't know nothing about a certain situation, just be quiet until you can get yourself to a position where you can get more information and then make a judgment call on said situation. There's power in relearning. There's power in relearning. There's power in letting go of old ways of thinking, old beliefs, old habits, and learning that it's okay for you to think for yourself. And you don't have to do what the majority does. You don't have to have the same opinion as family because family said that that's the right thing, even though you know deep down inside that it's wrong. You can't compromise values for family. You can't compromise integrity for family, for friends, just because you've known them all your life. Once you unlearn all of those bad decisions and bad habits and bad and horrible ways of thinking and acting, you get to choose again. And this time for you, you get to choose again with clarity, new knowledge, understanding, and not conditioning. Not because someone told you to think that way. Relearning is where freedom lives. And it's rooted in truth and not fear. And that is okay. And you have to understand and know and accept that that is okay. So don't be afraid to unlearn something, to relearn it. Don't be afraid to change your mind and change your way of thinking when you get new knowledge, you get new information about something. But make sure you're doing it for you and you're not doing it for acceptance and rounds of applause. It costs nothing to be kind. It costs nothing to be a decent human being. And it's free to literally get new knowledge and change your mind and your old way of thinking. It's okay to unlearn. And sometimes you got to sit in that discomfort. It's not going to always feel good. Sometimes you might even have to cry your way through, but you're gonna get through it. So I appreciate you for tuning in to another episode of A Quick Little Word Podcast. It's your boy Chris Wright. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Share this with somebody who may need to see this video. Be sure to check the description for all of the links. The clothing brand, Facients.com. Get some merch. Be sure to check that out. My book is also linked. Be sure to check that out. And until next time, peace, love, and happiness.